That's more like it. It wouldn't let me rotate. Okay. Right, let's go in with some Potion Glow Watermelon Elixir Radiance Toner. Hi, Jo. Hi, Sarah. I'm okay. How are you? How are you both doing? I'm glad, Jo. Walk up to another spot. I definitely think it's a skincare issue. I don't know what it's down to. Other than like eliminating every single thing I'm using at the moment. There's not really much you can do about it. Yeah, it's nice. Other than the couple of breakouts I'm getting. I don't have any complaints. It could just be hormonal as well, though. I'm blaming it on these things, but it could be hormonal. Right, and then we're going to go in with the Potion Glow Watermelon Elixir Radiance Face Cream. You happy? Any particular reason why? I mean, again, I was supposed to come on earlier. Seems at the moment I can't get for going. Moon. What do you mean, moon? Explain yourself, Alwyn. If you want to be in the chat and say what I think is coming across derogatory, explain yourself. And let me just say, you know, if you keep saying horrible comments, I will get you out. Right, now I'm going to go in with the Catrice Caffeine Kick Under Eye Serum. We all know I like this. Hi, Jewad. Just making sure that's all in the skin. Okay, then we will go in with the Vitamin C Eternite Face Serum Stick, Glow on the Go. And then the last thing from that trio that I bought is the Portion Glow Watermelon Elixir Radiance Face Drops. Use a couple of drops of this. This one's very watery. I don't know what the Glow recipe one's like, but this, I mean, they're both going to be water based, but this is quite watery. I'd like to compare it against the Glow recipe, actually, but they're so expensive. You can get like a little kit, so maybe I'll do that. Wow, only one like and there's 6 of you in here. You can do better than that, guys. If you like this kind of content, please think about liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Right, so I've made a coffee again today. This is a genuine coffee. It's not like the one I made yesterday, which was an iced latte, but with hot water. I screwed that one up royally. Vanilla. Right. I've sorted my makeup basket out. I can't wait to show it to you. The next time you'll get to see it is when I do the next Shop My Stash, but it looks a lot better. I've got all my face products together, all my like base products together, all my eyeliners and lip liners, all my face palettes, lip glosses. It just looks so much better. I'm back, had to grab my cuppa. Yeah, you need it with me, don't you, Sarah? I talk about, not nonsense, but I just talk. Right, so the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Glow in Love Radiance Liquid. I'm going to put that on. So it's got 4% niacinamide, 8% glycerin. So we've got quite a lot of products with niacinamide in, which is nice. We'll just do it down here for a minute. Put a bit on the forehead. I think I would buy this again because it's a dupe, in my opinion, but just for the darker shade of this Say Super Glowy Gel. And it's just really glowy for underneath your foundation. I wouldn't put this over the top of your foundation. Like, for me, it's just an extra skincare step. Right, what foundation do I want to use? Part of me has seen this one over here. I didn't put it back in my collection. Part of me wants to use this. It's from Primark, PS My Perfect Colour Illuminating Foundation. Luminous finish with wild pansy and rose extract. SPF 20. Well, I know the SPF won't look nice. Not look nice, but won't be working because I've had it for so long. It's in the shade Porcelain 01, so they're lighter shade. Does make your skin look nice and glowy. Yeah, I mean, you can see the glow here. I wouldn't use it as a product, a standalone product to go out in because it looks too glowy, I think. But with a foundation underneath it, then yeah, definitely. So we'll put some of this on. I'd get this foundation again when I need a new foundation. I think they still sell it. It's just in a different bottle. And this one's meant to be a dupe for a high-end one. I just can't remember what. Every time I go in the bathroom and I see the brushes that need to be washed, I'm like, ugh. Evil brushes. And walk straight back out. Right, let's put a little bit more on for the forehead. Literally, I won't need more than that, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I do mine probably about once every 3 weeks, which is probably unsanitary, but I have got a lot of brushes. I mean, there's a red bag on the bed full of brushes. I don't necessarily even need to do the ones in the bathroom yet. And I think that's why I'm not doing them. Because I do them very last minute. It's like, I'll do them only when I need to. Is that lazy? Yes, I think so. Oh yeah. It's over here. The only problem is with moving things around and your makeup basket. You're like, where did I put that now? Right, Glossier Stretch Concealer. I won't use the under eye corrector today. Would you buy the Glossier Concealer again? Yeah, because it's multi-purpose in my opinion. Because I've used it as a skin tint in the past. Well, quite a few times since I pulled it out. When I get fed up of using my foundations, so I only really pull 2 out, I'm like, oh, I'll use this. It's good for like that skin tint when it's hot. And then obviously it's a really, really nice concealer as well. But it's probably the oldest one in my collection, so it needs to be used up. That's the only reason I'm using it up. I don't know if they do it anymore. I don't know what Glossier do anymore. I've had a few products from them. I mean, before Glow Recipe existed, they did a really nice dewy product for under the foundation. I can't remember what it was called. But it's expensive. They're as expensive as Glow Recipe. Right, let's brush the brows out. I think I need to start getting some of those pimple patches. Right, where have I put the... Oh, it's there. I'm like, where have I put this? Where have I put that? So, NYX, the brow glue. I mean, I call it transparent, but what do they call it? I don't think they call it anything. I only call it transparent because it's literally just clear. I guess you could call it clear. I don't use too much of it. As long as it sets my brows, that's all that matters. Right, and then, oh yeah, what am I going to go into the under eyes with? Well, I used that yesterday. I do like to rotate these powders, so let's go in with the Beauty Crop Vitamin Babe Setting Powder in pink. So it just looks like that's got a nice little net on it. So pink powder generally brightens the under eye up. So I tend to really just do that for the under eye and then go in with a different powder for kind of the T-zone area. So we can do that now. Over here. So Rimmel 001 transparent. I think this is the cheapest setting powder you can get, and it's good stuff. Yeah, so just in the T-zone with this for now. I've got peach as well. That's for the under eye. So we won't do this for now because obviously we're going to be putting creams on. Oh. Okay. I found this in my collection when I was going through it. I was looking at how many, like, let's put this off to, I was looking at how many cream sticks I've got, you know, like cream blushes like this. I don't have a lot at all, but I've got, there's a few, but not too many. And I found this, and it's supposed to be a blush. It's by LA Colours Cream Gel Blush, but literally it is more of a bronzer. I mean, you can tell there, it's more of a bronzer. And on me, it's going to be more of a bronzer. I think I might try and use it as a bronzer today and just see. I mean, can you see there? It has got a bit of yellow in it, but we'll see how I go with it. So I'm not going to be using that Revolution bronzer. I'm going to be using this as my cream bronzer. But I will use contour. So She Glam Contouring Soft Tan. Love this stuff. Would buy this again. We'll use makeup now, and I'll tell you what I'd buy again, just in case you're interested. Yes, I'm interested. I was thinking about you, that's why I said it. And other people might be interested as well who watch later. That coffee's really drained me out, but I do like it. Oh yeah, definitely helpful. I like seeing when people use the makeup and the kind of like, would I buy it again, would I repurchase, because then you know it's good. And I like seeing people use specific products over and over. Because if you just see a content creator use things a couple of times you like, and then you don't see it for a while, yeah, they're probably rotating through the stash, but it also could mean they don't think too highly of it. And it's a case of like, where's that product? I said something along the lines to Tammy as well. I said, do you still have that Pat McGrath Labs blusher? I mean, she's got some nice products, does Tammy. So I wasn't too sure whether she gave it away. I've got a feeling this is gonna disappear in my skin. What brush can I use for this? That's for my powders. I think I'm just going to have to use the same brush. I mean, no, I am seeing the bronze. I wouldn't call that a blush though, would you guys? Does it have a shade name on it? Mesmerising. I mean, I think this is going to go into my bronzer section of... Yeah, it's definitely more of a bronzer, in my opinion. It's actually quite nice, which is a shame because I'm never going to get this again. My friend sent it to me from the US. We don't do it here. I was on looking for another product from the US that we don't get here. I mean, we can get it. It's by Essence, and the baked blushes, and they're called Pure Nude. They're quite expensive for Essence. I mean, you do get a lot of product. I can see that you get a lot of product, but the blush is like £8, which is expensive for Essence, and then shipping's like, I think, $3.99 or $4.99. So you're paying like, not high end, but you're paying a premium rate. There's one that's really, really nice that I wouldn't mind having. Oh, I can hear them dogs outside. I'm surprised they've put him outside, to be honest, because it's been raining quite bad and it's been thundering. So I wouldn't be putting my dogs outside if it had been thundering. I've heard Essence is good. The shipping though is a bit much. Yeah, that's on a different website. It's called notino.co.uk. So they've shipped it from the US, and then, you know, to get the money back, they have to charge a little bit extra, which I get. You know, I'm not saying anything about that. Just my luck in the UK, I do Essence products as well. But they don't do that product. The shipping there isn't too bad, and then Amazon will do Essence. I've actually seen a blush stick that I've ordered. It was only £4.50, so that's going to be coming on Monday. My mum's ordered me a blush stick as well, or she's given me the money rather, from because I can't stop thinking about those higher end ones, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury and the Dior ones. I'd really like to get one, but financially I shouldn't, you know, so I'm trying not to even think about them. So if I can get something similar from the drugstore, that's better for me. So yeah, some products will be coming on Monday. So I'll probably just do a little haul within the video. Probably not Monday though. Got a lot to do Monday, probably Tuesday. Right, let's go in with the Pat McGrath Labs powder bronzer. This one's called Nude Honey. Looks like that. I'm curious though now about the Dior blushes, if they are sticky. Part of me just wants a Charlotte Tilbury one first now anyway. Oh wow, that's pigmented. We'll need to blend that out. I wasn't keen on the Charlotte Tilbury blush stick swatches. The Dior ones look beautiful though. Oh, I am. I'm keen on, I think there's just one of the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not sure if it's Rosy Glow. Oh, can't remember. It's like a rosy pink anyway. And I saw it on like a fair skin blonde, and it looks so pretty on her. I know it's going to look different on me because I'm a redhead, but yeah. Oh, that's just my spot. I mean, I will get them, but why rush out and get them? I mean, that could be something I use my Google AdSense for. I mean, I'm nowhere near meeting the threshold. Not this month, probably not even next month. So, you know, I might wait. I mean, they'll go down for Black Friday when they're not as new. It's like my friend said, they're not limited edition. So, I don't know about Charlotte Tilbury's, they might be. But the Dior ones are always going to be accessible. And yes, it's very tempting. That's why I got a couple of cheaper ones. So there's one by Essence coming and a Wet n Wild one. And they're pretty good formulas, so it'd be interesting to see what they're like. I mean, I just like, there's nothing better than swiping this on your cheeks. I mean, at the moment on Look Fantastic, these are only £27, but you do have to pay postage as well, so it takes it up to past £30 anyway. So, right, that's looking good actually, I like it. Blush though, what am I doing for blush? That's the point, isn't it? I feel like I want to use this. This is so gorgeous. Clinique 03 Berry Pop. I think I've only used this once so far, like when I pulled it out for this Shop My Stash. And we'll also use, see, I want it, because the Pat McGrath Labs one is in here. I have used this a couple of times, this Comet case Made by Mitchell, but I'm being drawn back to the Pat McGrath Labs one. I mean, I've used it once, just those shades together. Then I used it once again, all those 3 shades together. Let's leave this for today. And let's go on with the Pat McGrath Labs one. When I've used this up, I'm going to get another. My friend Lisa said to me they do matte ones, so you just need to check the formula. Oh, I've already said I'll repurchase this. Yeah, you'd need to check the formula, whether you want a matte one or a glowy one. I don't like really matte products. So in those Dior blushes, I want the shade pink, but it is like a really bright pink. But you're not going to be able to really see how bright it is, because I'll go in with my Dior powder blush over the top. So I want that, but I also want the shade Rosewood, but I don't have the powder blush Rosewood. That doesn't matter. Yeah, Rosewood looks nice. Rosewood looks a lot like this. And I like that kind of tone. Right, and now this is glowy as well. I'd get this again if I can get it again. I don't know if it's one of those blushes that they brought out and don't sell it anymore. I got this from Depop at a really good price. I think between £10 and £15. Do you always use a powder over your blush? Yeah, because it sets it. But it has to be a similar shade to the blusher. Like for me it does anyway. Like when I say a similar shade, I mean for the cream blush. It's a lot, really. So it's a whole process, but it relaxes me. You don't have to do it this way. I mean, I remember at one time I just used powder. But I like it because you can actually see the cream blush coming through there. And if it's too pigmented, either get your powder brush or get your sponge and just go over it a little bit. It's how I personally like it anyway. And it's a good way to use your products. Oh, that's nice. Not too pigmented. Okay, let's get this Colourpop highlighter out. It's in Project Pan. Nice. And then, because that's quite creamy, normally I go in with a highlighter over that as well. Let's use the Dior one. I'm just going to go in with this shade here. I've got better highlighters in my collection, but this I would not repurchase, guys. I mean, I'll use it up, but I wouldn't repurchase it. Hello, Jen. How are you? You're just coming in time for the eyeshadows. I'm struggling a bit with my back. I feel like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, that's probably what's done it in the first place. Either that. I mean, the language and speech therapist, should I say, seems to think it's like a little bit more sinister than that. She seems to think it's kind of like in the throat area, like the throat and like the neck and the shoulder blade. It's all connected. So she's giving me exercises and things like that. So we'll see. Not that I've stuck to them. I've done a few exercises that she's given me. Like there's one where you've got to stare straight forward like that and then do this. I can feel it pulling on my back. 3 seconds, then straight to the front and then like that again. And you've got to repeat it like 5 times or something, which is fine. You can do that sat up. I can do that in the sofa at my mum's house, but then there's other ones I'm like, oh, I just can't be bothered. But if I don't do it, then how can I expect to get better, right? I'm not too bad, thanks, apart from constant sweating. Oh dear, that's not good. I woke up this morning early hours and I was boiling hot, and that doesn't happen in my flat, you know, because it's always cool. It's cool in the summer, it's cool in the spring, autumn, winter. You get my gist. In the obviously colder months, it's not exactly great, but in the spring and summer months when it's hot, I don't need a fan or anything like that, or aircon, which is nice. So yeah, I couldn't believe it though. I'm like, it's hot. I texted my friend, it was a ridiculous time. I'm like, it's so hot, and she's like, it's freezing here, because she's in Australia. And I'm like, oh well, it will soon come around in the UK. We get like minus, I'm sure last year it went down to -1, didn't it? It's been ridiculously hot. Need a thunderstorm. Did you not hear it earlier, Jane? We did get a thunderstorm. Only briefly. We got a bit of thunder, and then it was raining. Well, where I am anyway. Right, I'm going to go in with this Dalba First Spray Serum, which I don't like. I was looking on Amazon again today. It's still like £17. I'm not saying it's a rip-off. I'm just saying that for me, I don't really like it. It's supposed to, let me look at my skin first. It's supposed to meld all the powders together, but I need to see what my skin's looking like before, so I can comment on it. So I've been using it a while now. Our house feels freezing in winter but uncomfortably hot in summer. No, mine's the other way. It's just like that all year round. Right, okay, so I know what my skin looks like. let's put some of this on. So this is Korean skincare. And it's finely milled. The reason I don't like it is because it smells. It's finely milled, so you use quite a bit of it. I mean, I don't, like when I'm using sprays, I don't use a lot. Yeah, I see what people are saying, but I'm only seeing the glow really. I'm not seeing all the powders melded together. Never heard any thunder here. Wow, that's weird, because you don't really live that far away from me. It felt, I was napping anyway. I was sleeping, and it woke me up. That's how bad it was, and it was almost like a vibration. I'm like, whoa, what was that? I tried the Dizzy Panda Drunk Elephant Dupe Illuminating Primer. You won't have seen what I'm using at the moment. The dupes for the what are the dupes for? Glow Recipe. So the Potion Glow Watermelon Elixir Radiance Toner, this one. I have done a longer form content video on it, but I'll show you. The Glow Potion Watermelon Elixir Radiance Face Cream. I got them from Home Bargains, and this one you'll see more than any of them. How much of a dupe is it? And the Potion Glow Radiance Face Drops. Illuminating primer. It's lovely, only £2.49. We're from Home Bargains. I feel like everything cheap comes from Home Bargains. Let's just do a bit of this. Look at that glow. That's nice. Right, let's get some eyeshadow base on. Yeah, I've seen them in Home Bargains. Oh, they're good. Yeah, I like them. I can't remember the price, but I don't feel like they were any more than £2.99 each. Yeah, Home Bargains ours had a refurb recently. There's one just on the outside of the city centre. It's a bigger one. I'm going to go there because I need to get my Slim Fast from there. On Wednesday, I think. So I'll see what new skincare they've got. It's called the Dizzy Panda Illuminating Primer. The thing is, Jane, I don't need another primer. Like I didn't need another blush stick really. But I've got two on the way. Oh, them dogs are doing my head in. I love dogs, but I'm in constant barking. The owner should be coming out, in my opinion, and saying something. Hi, Rida. Right, so now then, let's go in with this brush. Soon I'm going to be showing my perfume collection, and also I'm going to be showing you my empties. Like my hair care empties will obviously be on the hair care channel. I've only got 2 more looks to do with this palette, this look and another one. And then we can use the singles I spoke about yesterday. And then, Jen, you'll be happy to know, because I know that you wanted me to use it a while ago, that people were voting for the Glam Retro, so I'll be using that next week. Oh, chic. Hello. Right, so now we're gonna have a bit more coffee. Right, so what we're using at the moment is the Garden of Juvias by Juvia's Place. I said yesterday I did want to use this one, like all over the lid, this green. So that one's called Flower Petals. So we're going to go in with Lucky Clover to begin. Shall I try this brush? It's not been used yet. I think this was from eBay or something like that. I use my Pat McGrath Labs mirror. It's a bit flimsy, this brush. Last time I used this Lucky Clover shade, I started down here on the lid, but I'm not doing that today. But I'm talking about the heat. I'm not one of these people for heat. I don't like it. In fact, it really pisses me off. I get so grumpy with it. I mean, there's no pleasing me. I'm just one of those people that you can't please me. Because, right, if you've not been around the channel too long, then you won't know it. But it gets to like autumn, winter time, especially winter, when the weather drops to like a ridiculous minus. I mean, there's been years when I've been doing this kind of content and literally you can see condensation leaving my breath because I'm that cold. And even like having the heating on full whack, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, this flat gets incredibly cold. And then I don't like it when it's too hot either. So it's a case of, my niece calls me Goldilocks. Is it Goldilocks? Where it has to be just right. I probably got that mixed up. I don't know what's going on in the chat. You called your boyfriend, what for? I can't deal with heat. Well, yeah, me too. I think it's like the fair, red-haired people. Because, like, people ask me, why are you so pale? Well, because I don't really go out when it's hot. I'm like a vampire. I'm just going in with Gardenia from the palette. It's just a cream shade. Nothing really to see. But I will talk you through the shades at the end anyway. Goldilocks, yeah. It's about, like, with Goldilocks, it's about porridge, isn't it? You know, she just wants a porridge right. And then is it like she wants a bed just right and things like that? Well, I want the weather just right, thank you very much. Let's make sure there's nothing on here. Yes. Thank you for clarifying. So Lucky Clover is blending out nice. Yesterday, I said that I was going to use Honey as a lash line shade, and I never did. So apologies for that. I will do today, I think, or maybe going with a darker shade. Like the other darker shade in here is Sweet Lilac. So we'll see what we come up with, really. We could put a bit of that on now on the outer corner. I keep getting these people on TikTok, right? I'm sure they think TikTok's a dating app. They're really strange anyway. And they keep saying, I'd like to be your sugar daddy. What would you do if I sent you X amount of money? What would you do with it? And it's like, it's just fraud, is what it is. I don't care how desperate I am, I don't want your money, thank you very much. I know. It's like, what's wrong with you? So Technique Glitter Primer up next. I think my mum's coming to town with me on Wednesday. And she's like, oh, we'll go to Subway. I hope it's not the Subway we went to last time. Well, the chances of the guy being there is slim. I know one works there, but the other guy that was friends with the guy that said, oh, come back soon. I hope he's not there. So embarrassing. Right, I don't know whether I'm going to use these as well. So that will indicate what I'm putting on the bottom line, like a lash line shade. So we won't do that just yet. I'll just take a bit more coffee. Not really enjoying this. I'll leave that. Maybe it's because I'm dehydrated, I don't know. Right. To me, a lot of these shades are looking crumbly, and that's just due to the age of the palette. I think at this point it's 2 years. 2 years since I've had it. Or it will be nearly 2 years. It may be 2 years this Christmas. But yeah, I don't know if you can see, they are looking a little bit crumbly. That's why I need to be using them. But that's the green. I'll leave this kind of for another shade. Right, it's not the best shade in the palette. So we'll use Money Tree as well. Try and liven the thing up, because this is shifty, if you can see it. Yeah. I think there was a little bit of hard pan, so let me try and scrape it off with this. That's the way to do it. That's because I'm going in with fingers. Oh, that's better. I'm already seeing a difference. Right, so I don't think I like that petal, that flower petals. I think my taste has changed so much since I originally got this palette. Maybe try using that other shade, that Best Bud shade up here as well, just towards the, and that looks like that, towards where the brown is. I don't know why I'm looking on this side, I've not even put any on yet. Now we've got an ombre look going on, which is not what I intended, but the green has gone, like, it's blended away into nothing. Let's put some more on. The Lucky Clover shade. That might be my fault. I might have blended it away. And why does the left eye look more vibrant? Right, that's better, I think. Right, we'll go back into Gardenia. Blend that out a bit. Right, what am I doing for lash line then? Do I have some kind of green that I can do? What's this one? Oh, that's blue. Got this Essence one. I think it's called I Have a Green. Oh well, we've got this NYX one as well. Let's try this NYX one, because the Essence one doesn't always play ball. Right, so this one is in the shade, I don't think they do this anymore, it's really, really old. Esmeralda. It's one of NYX's Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On waterproof extreme shine eyeliner. Why, oh why did NYX come up with these ridiculous names for the products? Right, let's see what we can do. Feels a bit dry. That's the shade anyway. If we can get it on the actual eyes. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. I think we're just going to go in, or I'll try and go in. Hopefully it'll work out with that Oh Honey all over the lash line. If I can find my brush. It's back here. 9:10. Time is getting on. Oh Honey. So let's try it. Oh yeah, it's working. I have to go into Boots as well. When I go into the city centre, I've signed up to that fragrance shop, Scent Addict, and basically they send you a perfume out every month. £12. You get the case as well with it, and then it's £12 a month. You get to pick a different perfume. It's 8 mils, which doesn't sound a lot, but the perfume lasts you a full month, and that's using it every day as well. So the one I've chosen for this month is Lancome Labelle or Via Elixir, something like that. But I don't know if I like it, and I want to do a tester before they just send it out to me. It's due to come out on the 25th. So if I can get into Boots before then, because otherwise I'm just buying blind on, and I hate buying blind. The last blind perfume I bought was Burberry, I think Burberry Touch, and I had to give that to my mum because it was so strong. Luckily her birthday was coming up. That was back in May. It was so strong, I gave it to my mum as an extra birthday gift. She loves it. She loves strong perfume. She's not picky. I like more of a sweet scent. I love the green brown combo. I've done that myself in the past. Really, I didn't think it would go, but I don't mind it. This line's a bit thicker, which is unusual for me because normally this line's thicker. It doesn't matter. That's just semantics. Right, let's get some of this yellow, because this is the lighter shade in the palette, Daffodil, on the inner corner. And I always say if I don't like it and it's too dark, I'll just, you know, put a highlighter in the inner corner. But I've found that I like it. Just keep building it up, really. I've found when I use it with greens, though, it looks more green than it does yellow. But then when I use it with purples or whatever combination, it looks yellow. It's weird how colours can change. It's like some colours as well can make my eyes look a different shade of blue. Some colours can make them look grey. And it's like, since when did I have grey eyes? Right, that's nice. not too shabby. Mascara. Let's go in with the W7 Absolute Lashes. I like this one. It took me a while to like it, but I do like it. Right, you stay there. Tell you something, I'm noticing a few grey hairs in my hair at the moment. You can't see them an awful lot because my hair's vibrant, but in certain places, like there's one there, one underneath it, but they kind of look like blonde highlights. I know they're not blonde highlights, but that's what they look like. Even my mum said that. And she said, you are 47 years old, Andrea. She said, you'd be surprised if you didn't have any greys. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Mum. And then my sister said, when she was seeing me out a couple of weeks ago when I left her house, she went, aren't you going grey now? And I'm like, thanks, sis. Because that's what a person really needs to hear. I'll go grey gracefully, I don't give a shit. I wouldn't dye it. I mean, I've dyed my hair in the past, don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to start dyeing it because I've got a few grey hairs coming through. My hair is weird though. I mean, although there's a few grey hairs, I was doing a video not so long ago and I bent down to pick something up and I must have pressed, like when I was, no, I didn't press anything. When I was going back, because when I do edit my videos, my longer form content, and then I bended down to pick something up off the floor, and then I saw like all these different, you can't see it here, but like here where the scalp is, you can see all these different colours going through my hair, and I'm like, what is going on with my hair? And then I tried zooming in just to see if they were grey. Oh, look at all that. But it's not. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I've got a spoolie, haven't I? So I mean, my sister's got very, very dark. You know, she's complete opposite to me. She's got dark brown hair. And she is grey. I keep saying, go grey gracefully. Don't have to keep dyeing it. This is just hurting me. It's not really. Some people do this in the past. I normally do the cotton bud. Just swipe it off, Andrea. Hang on. Let's go on with a bit more gardenia. I don't know where my cotton buds are, you know. I normally keep them over there, but I can't see them. Okay, so we're done with that. So now it's just lipstick time. And I'm trying to get through all these lipsticks here, just to see what I think of them. I mean, I've used quite a few of them. So the plan is to use everything one time in here. Oh, there's a highlighter brush there. And then I can put the drawer in my drawer and use some other lipsticks. So what have I not used? Used my e.l.f. ones. Used House Labs. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. My friend sent me that. It's the MCore Beauty Crystal Shimmer Lip Gloss. Does it have a shade name? Diamond. So it's going to be clear, but we'll put that on. Smells nice, actually. Actually, you can see the sparkles. I'm quite surprised at that. Oh, that's nice. It doesn't take away from the eye look. Pucker up, Buttercup. Let me wipe my mirror off. What I'm going to start doing after like I've used every product is just make sure that my makeup's wiped as much as it can be, because obviously I don't want mold getting in, and when there's stuff on the mirrors it can go down into the actual product, and that can be the cause of mold. So I never think to do that, but I'm gonna have to start doing it going forward. I was using rubbing alcohol, but I was using the wrong one. It said what you should be using is 90. No, it said I should be using 70%, and I was using 99.9%. And I'm like, that's really gonna be detrimental to my makeup collection. So I stopped doing that. I was gonna buy the 70% one, but then I did research on it, and it said if you're doing it over time, it doesn't matter if you do it once or twice, but if you're doing it over time, then it's gonna basically destroy your eyeshadow collection. So I don't want that to happen, because, you know, if you've watched my channel enough, you know that I had to get rid of at least like 30, possibly 35 eyeshadow palettes due to mold this year. So I don't want to be doing that again. But yeah, this is the eye look, the lip combo. Hi Courtney, how are you? And I like it. I think it's nice. I like looking at it though now, looking at this palette. There's some shades that stand out more than others, like these two shades here. This one especially, you can see the shift in it. And then the purples as well. But when it comes, and the yellow, I did a really nice look with the yellow. But this shade here, Flower Petals, not a lover of it. It might be a better shade just as an inner corner shade. I will keep the palette because it was a birthday, no, was it Christmas? It was a Christmas gift off my sister a couple of years ago, and I do like it, but I'm not convinced now it's my favourite pastel palette. We'll have to see when I pull out another one what I think. But yeah, I mean, it's nice enough. Thank you for being here, guys, it means a lot. Please like if you've not already done so. Think about subscribing as well, and I'll see you tomorrow if you want to join me. Bye, guys.